On Monday, our nation marked President's Day. And today we begin Lent by being reminded of our own sin and death. And I thought a good way to frame this would be with Abraham Lincoln's favorite poem, Mortality, written by William Knox. Oh, why should the spirit of mortal be proud, like a swift fleeting meteor, a fast flying cloud? A flash of the lightning, a break of the wave, he passes from life to his rest in the grave. The leaves of the oak and the willow shall fade, be scattered around and together be laid, and the young and the old, the low and the high, shall molder to dust and together shall lie. The infant a mother attended and loved, the mother that infant's affection who proved, the husband, that mother, and infant who blessed, each all are away to their dwelling of rest. The maid on whose cheek, on whose brow, in whose eye, shone beauty and pleasure, her triumphs are by. And the memory of those who loved her and praised are alike from the minds of the living erased. The hand of the king that the scepter hath borne, the brow of the priest that the mitre hath worn, the eye of the sage and the heart of the brave are hidden and lost in the depths of the grave. The peasant whose lot was to sow and to reap, the herdsman who climbed with his goats up the steep, the beggar who wandered in search of his bread, have faded away like the grass that we tread. The saint who enjoyed the communion of heaven, the sinner who dared to remain unforgiven, the wise and the foolish, the guilty and just, have quietly mingled their bones in the dust. So the multitude goes, like the flower or the weed, that withers away to let others succeed. So the multitude comes, even those we behold, to repeat every tale that has often been told. For we are the same that our fathers have been. We see the same sights that our fathers have seen. We drink the same stream, we feel the same sun, and run the same course that our fathers have run. The thoughts we are thinking, our fathers would think. From death we are shrinking, our fathers would shrink. To the life we are clinging, they also would cling. But it speeds from us all like a bird on the wing. They loved, but the story we cannot unfold. They scorned, but the heart of the haughty is cold. They grieved, but no wail from their slumber will come. They joyed, but the tongues of their gladness is dumb. They died, they died, we things that are now, that walk on the turf that lies over their brow, and make in their dwellings a transient abode, meet the things that they met on their pilgrimage road. Yea, hope and despondency, pleasure and pain are mingled together in sunshine and rain. And the smile and the tear, the song and the dirge still follow each other like surge upon surge. 'Tis the wink of an eye, 'tis a draught of a breath, from the blossom of health to the paleness of death. From the gilded saloon to the bier and the shroud, oh, why should the spirit of mortal be proud? Oh, but we are proud and mortal. And in Matthew's gospel this day, we hear about a call and a warning for us not to be too pious or proud, not as in carrying a large burden of guilt, but that your relationship with God, your giving back, your fasting, your spirituality, all gifts from God are between you and God. They're not to be flaunted. They're not to be worn as some kind of designer label, and they're not to be lorded over others. Today, we hear those haunting words, "You are dust, and to dust you shall return." Death. But for believers and followers of Jesus the Christ, not death to be feared. For you and I, as the baptized, die each day, and we are washed clean each and every day through the bloody death of Jesus and the crystal clear waters of forgiveness. Today, Ash Wednesday, and this season of Lent, our journey toward the cross is both a reminder of death and the promise of new life. It is both a fast and a feast that Jesus calls us to this day. Fast from judgment, feast on compassion. Fast from greed, feast on sharing. Fast from scarcity, feast on abundance. Fast from fear, feast on peace. Fast from lies, feast on truth. Fast from gossip, feast on praise. Fast from anxiety, feast on patience. Fast from evil, feast on kindness. Fast from apathy, feast on engagement. Fast from discontent, feast on gratitude. Fast from noise, feast on silence. Fast from discouragement, feast on hope. Fast from hatred, feast on love. What will be your fast? What will be your feast?